Hello, I'm Dr. Mark Hancock. Welcome to Humanizing Medicine. I know that if you're listening to this video, you're likely dealing with, or your family members dealing with, really difficult diagnosis having to do with cancer. My heart goes out to you. I founded my clinic to give people options. I think that there's a lot of potential solutions, and those should be at your fingertips too, especially while you're undergoing some of the most challenging things of your life. I wanted to put this together to give an overview of what our clinic does and how it operates. But first, a disclaimer that many of the treatments that we use are not FDA approved and can't be endorsed and expected to treat or cure any disease, including cancer. I have seen individual results, but those can't be generalized. This video doesn't constitute an establishment of a relationship provider to patient or clinic to patient that you would have to establish in order to have direct individual advice. Please seek advice of your individual healthcare provider for medical issues. Now that we have that out of the way, a little bit of words about what a direct primary care is. In our clinic, there's a fee that we use for establishment, and that's a one-off fee. Otherwise, the other fee is a subscription fee. Integrative medicine should come with the discussion, and primary to that is your autonomy, your capacity for decision making, as long as you're an adult. So some people have a very intense worldview and they don't want certain things done to them. And we as healthcare providers aren't usually that good at having a conversation around that. The other is standard of care. So that's where your specialist comes in. And then there's nuanced things that's a little more squishy in between. And that allows for creativity and usually is ignored in conventional medicine. And it's that providers have an expertise and you develop a relationship of trust. And for instance, one of my expertises is in using anthroposophic remedies. And there may be a remedy that's homeopathic from the natural world that I think would have very little side effect potential, but has a potential to help with sleep or with anxiety or with vitality or digestion, etc. And so we might try that with, but I think it takes conversation, understanding here's the level of evidence, here's the risk, here's my experience with it. So that takes a lot longer than me just saying, take this, and that. So the initial visit, we usually spend about an hour and a half. That's what we have allocated to discuss and get to know each other. And with the follow-up, we have about 45 minutes to go over labs, go over new developments, and develop new recommendations. Ideally, that's plenty of time. That's far more than most clinics spend. To establish membership, we do require an in-person visit, and the state of Georgia puts that in the law. And they also say you have to try to have an in-person every year. Outside of that, we can have phone calls, Zooms, emails, texts. Now, text, I think, is ideal for something like mistletoe where you get a skin reaction. And we're trying to individualize that. We want usually an inch to 2 inches in most people. And if you text me what your dose was and a photo of what the response is, we can decide what's the next dose, sometimes fine tuning that. That's pretty simple and easy. There are some more nuanced things. So, I have some surprising news and a scan. That's not a good text thing. That might be an email thing and may more likely be have a same day appointment and call the office and get on my schedule. So there's a variety of ways to reach us, and we try to be accessible, all of us. We only charge the subscription month by month, and there is a disenrollment process where you confirm that you understand there would be a re-enrollment fee if you chose to re-enroll at some point. So ideally, when we initially get to know each other, we might have a follow-up. Typically, the follow-ups might happen every 3 months, maybe every 6 weeks at first. Sometimes follow-ups are daily because there's an ongoing situation. We try to tune that to need. I think mistletoe stands as one of the cornerstones foundationally in cancer care. And I hope that once you learn about it, you might think so too. Really look forward to getting to know you and working with you.